Today we will discuss about load flow studies. So here basically load flow studies comprises of magnitude and phase angle of load bus voltage, reactive power flow on transmission lines, and together with power at the reference bus, and also other variables are being specified. Basically it comprises of the main two parts or main two terms, that is magnitude and phase angle of load bus voltage and reactive power flow. So when we will consider about bus voltage, load bus voltage, we will give focus on magnitude and phase angle of load bus voltage. This is one part. Another part is reactive power flow on transmission lines. These are the two main parts of load flow studies, and together with power at the reference bus. Power will definitely at the reference bus, and here other variables are also specified. We will also take into consideration the other variables. Now in load flow analysis, the mainly interested part are voltage at various buses and power injections into the transmission system. These are the two main parts: voltages at various buses and the power injections, means the amount of power which will be injected into the transmission systems. So these two parts will be focused in load flow analysis. Now these are the classification of buses. Basically there are four types of buses: slack bus, PQ bus, PV bus, and voltage controlled bus. So first we will discuss about slack bus or swing bus or reference bus. Slack bus, swing bus or reference bus. So in this slack bus, which are unknown, real and reactive powers are not specified. Active power and reactive power P and Q are unknown, are not specified. So which are known, the voltage magnitude and the voltage phase angle are specified, are known. So here basically the value of the voltage magnitude is set to 1 per unit. This is the value of voltage magnitude, and the voltage phase angle delta I is set to 0. Okay, now here only one bus of this type are in the given power system. So there is only one bus of this type are available in a given power system. So these are the fundamentals of slack bus. Now number 2 is PQ bus or load bus. So from the name we can tell that PQ bus, in PQ bus which two terms are known, active power and reactive power are known, and which two terms are unknown, the unknowns are mod of VI and delta I. Mod of VI means voltage magnitude and delta I means the voltage phase angle. And these PQ buses are most common in the power system. Basically 80% of buses are PQ buses. Now number 3 is PV bus or generator bus. In PV bus, from this term PV we can tell the active power PGI and voltage magnitude are specified, mod VI. So here PGI and mod VI are specified, active power and voltage magnitude. So hence the name is generator bus. So why is the name is generator bus, or why PV bus is called generator bus? Because a generator is always connected to this bus. Generator is always connected to this bus. So the name is generator bus. Now basically this PV bus comprises of about 10% of all the buses in a power system. Number 4 is voltage controlled bus. Here voltage controlled bus has voltage control capability. This is the main part, voltage control capability, and it uses tap adjustable transformer or a static var compensator instead of a generator. জেনারেটরের পরিবর্তে এই ভোল্টেজ কন্ট্রোল বাস ইউজ করে বেসিক্যালি স্ট্যাটিক ভার কম্পেনসেটার অথবা ট্যাপ অ্যাডজাস্টেবল ট্রান্সফর্মার ইউজ করে। ভোল্টেজ কন্ট্রোল বাসের যেটা মেন পার্ট সেটা হচ্ছে ভোল্টেজ কন্ট্রোল বাসের ভোল্টেজ কন্ট্রোল ক্যাপাবিলিটি রয়েছে। সো এইগুলো হচ্ছে বেসিক্যালি 4 ধরনের বাস, 4 টাইপস অফ বাস। ওয়ান স্ল্যাক বাস or সুইং বাস or রেফারেন্স বাস, another is PQ bus or load bus, number 3 is PV bus or generator bus, and number 4 is voltage control bus. These are the classification of bus.